Today we are going to cover the topic that is potentiometry, pH and potentiometry. Potentiometry or pH metry is used to measure pH or potential of the solution. So for that, we use the different electrode systems in combination to measure the pH or potential of the solution. A pair of electrode is commonly required for the measurement. One electrode used here is the indicator electrode, while the other electrode used here is act as the reference electrode. So in pH or potentiometry, the pair of electrode is used, indicator electrode and the reference electrodes are used to measure the pH or potential of the solution. Now, what is pH of the solution? It is a negative logarithm of the hydrogen ion concentration. The principle of potentiometry is mainly based on the Nernst equation. When the metal is immersed in a solution containing its own ions, then the electrode potential is established and the value of this electrode potential is given by the Nernst equation. So mainly the potentiometry is explained by the Nernst equation principle. The procedure of using a single measurement of the electrode potential to determine the concentration of the ionic species in the solution is called direct potentiometry. So when we determine the concentration of the ionic species in the solution by the measurement of their electrode potential is known as the potentiometry. The electrode whose potential is depends on the concentration of the ions to be determined is called as indicator electrode. And the electrode whose potential is standard, which is not dependent on the concentration of the ions of the solution, which is not changed depending on the concentration of the ions of the solution, it is called as a reference electrode. When the ion is determined directly involved in the electrode reaction, the electrode is an of electrode first kind. This is a case for metal immersed in a solution of M plus ions. When the when the electrode is dipped in a solution of its own ions, then that electrode is known as the electrode of first kind. When the ions which we are to determine, which is not directly concerned with the electrode reaction, it is possible that in many cases by direct potentiometry, the concentration of ions which is not directly concerned with the electrode reaction. So this electrode is known as a second electrode of the second type, second kind of electrode. So this is a system which we use for determination of the pH or potential of the solution. Here the standard hydrogen electrode is used. Then the salt bridge is also there. The platinum wire, here the standard hydrogen electrode contains the platinum wire. Here there is the hydrogen gas bubbles are produced through this pore. Then this platinum wire is immersed in the solution of the KCl, and this is known as the standard hydrogen electrode. And this is the assembly or this electrode is used for the determination of the pH. Now, how to calibrate pH or potentiometer? Any instrument in the analysis, if you want to use, we have to first calibrate that pH meter or potentiometer. So the calibration of pH meter or potentiometer is done by using the buffer capsules, the buffer solution, by keeping the buffer of the pH 7 and pH 4 in contact with the pH reading meter. And then if pH 4 and 7 they are showing it correctly, then we can say that it is the pH meter is calibrated. So this is the calibration procedure by using the buffer capsules. This is a Nernst equation, which is the used for the measurement of the potential of the potentiometer. Now, when the metal rod is immersed in a solution of its own ions, a potential is established between the metal rod and its ions in a solution. For example, zinc rod dipped in a zinc sulfate solution. So then the potential will develop between the zinc rod and the zinc sulfate solution. So the equation we can express is by the Nernst equation. In order to determine the potential of the metal electrode, it is necessary to have the another electrode whose potential is accurately known. So in the potentiometric titration, we use the two different electrodes. It is the indicator electrode and the reference electrode. Indicator electrode whose potential is not accurately known, but the reference electrode whose potential is known, accurately known. Therefore, it is known as a reference electrode. Potentiometric titration are performed for solution which show changes in the potential by the addition of the reagent. Okay, so here the reference electrodes are used. and the indicator electrodes are used. Okay, so what are reference electrode? I have already told you. Its concentration, its potential is constant. Okay, his potential is known, or we can say its half cell potential is known, and therefore it is known as a reference electrode. And it is reversible, obeys an Nernst equation. It exhibits the potential that is constant with the time. Okay, and it returns to its original potential after being subjected to the small currents. So there are reference electrodes, like the calomel electrode is a reference electrode we can use. Then the standard hydrogen electrode is a reference electrode. Okay, and then this is the arrangement. See, if this is a reference electrode, this is the indicator electrode. These two electrodes are joined by the salt bridge so that the ions can transfer between the two solutions. Okay, so this is one the half cell and this is one half cell, and then here the salt bridge is added for complete electric circuit, but without introducing any more bits of metal into the system. Okay, so this is about the salt bridge and the system arrangement of the potentiometry. Then another reference electrode we can use here is the silver chloride electrode. This is also one of the reference electrode. And the glass electrode. Now, glass electrode is an indicator electrode, and whose potential is not known, or in fact, its potential changes in the solution in which it is dipped. This glass electrode is the accurate hydrogen electrode within the pH of the range of the biological significance, and it is used for determination of the hydrogen ion concentration. Okay, in this, if a glass electrode had two solutions of the different hydrogen ion concentration, a potential difference will be developed across the membrane. And under certain conditions, the potential difference is determined by the difference in the pH of the two solutions. So that if the pH of one is known, then the another can be calculated. So this method of measuring pH is well adapted to many biological purposes. Here the electrode, glass electrode is made up of the ordinary soda glass. Okay, this glass contains the silica 69.7%, alumina 2%, zinc oxide 1.5%, calcium oxide 6%, magnesia 3.8%, boric anhydride, sodium oxide. Okay, sodium oxide. So this is the composition of the glass electrode. This is the arrangement of the glass electrode. It contains the silver wire, silver chloride wire is dipped over here in the HCl solution. This is a glass membrane, semi-permeable membrane we can say here. So this is about the glass electrode. Different electrodes that now we have covered what different electrodes. Metallic indicator electrodes are also used in the potentiometry. Electrode of the first kind, second kind, electrode of the third kind, and the metallic redox electrodes are also used here. Ion selective membrane electrodes are also used in the potentiometry. Glass sensing electrode is the ion sensing sensitive electrode, so that it can sensitive to the particular ion only. For example, H plus ions only. So glass sensing electrode only can permit H plus ions to come inside, not other ions, like that. Enzyme substrate electrode. Antimony electrode is also the indicator electrode. Quin hydrogen electrode is also the indicator electrode. Okay, so this is all about the electrodes which are used in the potentiometry. Then what are the applications of the potentiometer? That is the acid-base titration. For we can use complexometric titration, for redox titration, for precipitation, for non-aqueous titration we can use this potentiometry indicator apparatus. Types of potentiometric titration curve we can plot of EMF versus ml of NaOH, or plot of this delta E versus delta V, delta square E upon delta square V, so versus NaOH. We can plot this and we can determine the pKa or pH or potential of the solution. So these are all the references, and this is all about the potentiometry.